Hey everyone, I'm Tammy. Welcome back to Prepper Watch, the news and reporting arm of preppingcommunities.com. Super glad you're here. Whether you're a seasoned prepper or you're just starting out on your journey, you're in the right place. And if you are into prepping, homesteading, and staying on top of the news and awareness that may impact you, please hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss a report. I came across a short but super powerful video this morning on the Zachary Denman YouTube page, or channel, sorry. It's just under 5 minutes, but it really digs into the deeper concerns behind the 15-minute cities. So while these zones are promoted as sustainable and convenient, with everything you need just a short walk or a bike ride away, there is growing concern that they may also become tools for control, surveillance, and digital regulation. So that kind of got me thinking, because on the surface it sounds great, right? Like less driving, lower emissions, walkable communities. But when you dig a little deeper, questions start to emerge. Like, what about freedom of movement? What about data tracking, digital IDs, and how this ties into a larger push towards centralized control? So today I just want to explore the topic. It's a little controversial, yes, but I think one that's becoming more relevant. So let's talk about what 15-minute cities could mean for personal liberty, spiritual autonomy, and how much control we're willing to hand over in the name of convenience. So let's start with control over movement and zoning. Because to build these 15-minute cities, governments need to impose strict zoning and urban design rules. So that means deciding where homes, shops, offices, and schools can be, essentially controlling where businesses and amenities can exist. So it sounds reasonable for planning, but this is where it gets a little tricky. Many residents worry that this feels like an intrusion, you think? It can seem like they're being told where they can live, work, or even shop, and that their freedom to travel freely could be restricted. And critics say that this could lead down a slippery slope where urban efficiency becomes a cover for limiting personal freedoms, all under the banner of sustainability or safety. And then we've got surveillance infrastructure. So now to keep these neighborhoods safe and walkable, cities often install lots of surveillance cameras, sensors, and smart lighting. They collect data to optimize traffic, prevent crime, and monitor the public space. Sure, this can make cities feel safer and run smoother, but it does raise huge privacy concerns. Like, how much monitoring is too much? Like, when does public safety cross into mass surveillance? And it's a fine line. So many worry that constant surveillance could be used not just to protect, but to control. Then we've got data collection and digital tracking. So this 15-minute city usually goes hand in hand with smart city tech. And that means tons of data on your daily life, like where you go, what you buy, and even how you interact. So governments or private companies could use this info for urban planning, but it also opens the door to social control, targeted policing, behavioral nudging, or worse, all without your explicit consent. And that kind of data collection without transparency makes a lot of people uneasy, including me. So then we've got enforcement and social compliance. Like, some people fear that under the guise of these smart, sustainable cities, we might see actual enforcement rules about where you can or you can't go. Like maybe limits on travel outside your neighborhood justified by climate or health goals. So that's not part of the original 15-minute city idea, but if it happens, it's a clear case of government overreach, and it would almost certainly spark resistance. Then we have surveillance specific issues. So we're seeing more cameras with AI facial recognition in public spaces tracking your movements constantly. So this can chill freedom of movement and discourage people from gathering or protesting, especially those already vulnerable or marginalized. And then add to that smart home devices and location tracking apps, and you get a detailed picture of your habits that can be hacked or misused. And question, like, who owns this data? How long is it stored? What's it used for? Like, often there's like the little transparency or legal protection, meaning you might lose control over your own information. And even scarier, some worry that this data could feed into social credit systems, like rewarding or punishing people based on how well they follow the local rules or eco behaviors. That raises like huge ethical questions around fairness and personal freedom. So why all the alarm? Well, because 15-minute cities often come wrapped up in smart city tech and big data. So topics that naturally trigger privacy concerns, like add that to the increase in government surveillance during recent crises like the pandemic, and it's no surprise that trust is low. So plus, many urban policies use vague language, which fuels suspicions about hidden agendas. So it's not all doom and gloom. Like, urban planners argue that some surveillance is necessary for traffic management, crime prevention, and efficient city services. The key is transparency, strong privacy laws, citizen oversight, and clear limits on data use and movement restrictions. Public involvement and informed consent should never be afterthoughts, but fundamental to any smart city plan. So while the 15-minute city offers some great ideas for greener, safer, and more walkable communities, we need to be vigilant about government overreach and surveillance creeping in. So if this video helped you, please give it a like and drop a comment down below. And I'd love to hear from you. Like, what are your thoughts on the 15-minute cities? Helpful innovation or just a step too far? And how do you feel about increased surveillance in urban areas? Also, please, for more stories like this, head over to preppingcommunities.com, share your thoughts there. We're stronger when we learn from one another. And at Prepping Communities and Prepper Watch, you can join local or topic-based groups, create your own, share what's happening in your area, learn from other preppers and homesteaders, add your own Prepper Watchman report. Keep those reports coming in, guys. That's great. And get real news free from censorship. Our community is growing every single day. Thanks to all of you. Your voice helps keep us all one step ahead. And membership is totally free. And that's it for today. This is Tammy from Prepper Watch. Stay alert, stay informed, stay prepared, and whatever's coming your way, Prepper Watch, we have got you covered.